Hey guys, how is it going to feel if you walk onto a cricket pitch holding a tennis racket in your hand? Not only is it going to look funny to everybody else around you, but even you're not going to feel very convenient or comfortable playing that shot. So for those of you who are contemplating making that shift from being professional managers to becoming entrepreneurs or leaving your job and starting your own business, it pays to understand that it's a completely different ballgame that we're talking about. So some perspectives might help. Number one, identify the right reason why you're making that shift. After all, you've been a successful professional manager, so why now? And if your reason is linked to, let's say, midlife crisis or mid-career blues or not getting along with your boss or your company not doing well, these are not the right reasons for you to make that shift. It's advised that you wait up, things will sort themselves out, and you're going to be on your way. After all, you don't lunge for the nearest parachute at slight turbulence in the flight, do you? The second thing is that be very clear whether you're talking about becoming an entrepreneur or a self-employed professional. These two are different things. A self-employed professional like a coach, a trainer, a consultant are not entrepreneurs. These are professionals who pay their own salaries. An entrepreneur is when you have to juggle around with resources like manpower, material, money, and put them all together and create some value and then make more money for yourselves. So think clearly whether you want to be a self-employed professional or a professional who gets paid by somebody else. Entrepreneurship is a completely different ballgame. Number three, in the context of your money graph, in a salary, your money graph is always going up. So your entrepreneurship life is not going to start where your professional life ends as far as money is concerned. You have never seen the graph go down, or at worst you've seen it level par in bad times. But in entrepreneurship, be very sure that the graph could go down, and sometimes in bad times it could go down for a long period of time. So if you're used to and Pavlovian about hearing that gentle clink on your phone about your salary credit, then it's going to be different now, because often the only notification entrepreneurs get is from their bank managers about their business account going in negative, and it takes some stomach to fathom that. Fourthly, your contacts and visiting cards and huge contact lists that you've accumulated over your professional life. Now, these are going to be of little help because you've accumulated this because of your own designation and your own company's logo on your visiting card. So the fancier designation that you have now, the more visiting cards that you collect. Not necessarily are these contacts going to be helpful when you start your own business. So be very clear. Eventually, people are going to come back to you when you're successful, but till then, it's a lonely hike out there. So realize that. Number five, as a salaried employee or as a professional manager, you know that your expenses and EMI expand to the level of your salary. But here, it's not like that. Here, you're going to be last. You're going to pay your employees, the vendors, rents, rate, taxes, government, everybody. And only then, if anything is left over, and many times very little will be left over, if at all it is left over, will be paid to you. So that gets taking, it gets, you need to get used to that because that's difficult. And finally, the most often repeated or heard myth that I find, I'm going to be my own boss. Well, it's going to be, again, very, very different. Here, at least you've got one boss, two boss, or at best a board to report to. But as an entrepreneur, you're going to be reporting to everybody. You're even going to be reporting to your employees. And you're going to be reporting to, of course, the tax man, the board, the local corporator, the politicians, the inspectors, everybody. You're going to be reporting. So life is not about being your own boss. In fact, it could be completely converse when it comes to I want to be my own boss. It's not like that. Yes, eventually you're the boss of your company, but when it comes to practical operating reporting, it's going to be completely different. So I hope these perspectives have given you some food for thought, and you'll think about them before making that shift. We'll of course do more videos on identifying the right reasons and traits, and of course you'll get notified because you'll subscribe to the channel on the tube. But till then, happy thinking and connect if you like. Take care and goodbye.